recognize a couple of you.
Oh, you're still here.
Okay, well, I mean, this is just an open Q&A, right? Any of you who I haven't met and don't know, my name is David Vincent. I'm a voice actor based out of Los Angeles. Perhaps well known for, or best known for the characters Grimjow in Bleach, Jin Kisaragi in Blaze Blue, and Lee Jinke in Code Geass, and a whole bunch of others. But we'll save the rest for the Q&A.
I'm Mike Pollock. I'm a New York voice actor, so East Coast, West Coast. Occasionally LA, but not nearly as often. Not the weather yet. Most people know me from Dr. Eggman, it's not like a hedgehog, and it's sort of games and TV shows. And also from me from Ultimate Muscle, Kirby right back at you, the mayor and Sam the bartender. The narrator of Pokemon for a couple of years. I was in Go-Go Riki, I was in Yada, all sorts of stuff. I've been in Berserk, I've been in Night Hunters, lots of stuff you may or may not have seen. And like,
cool. Great. Who's got the first question?
from the audience.
Oh,
sorry.
wait a second. Sorry.
That's your job to do those dialects. Thank you.
So it's a question for both of you.
So question for both of you, which is your favourite character that you guys have voiced and why?
Of course, Grimjow is, without even needing to say that, but there was a character that I did in the anime series called Gun Sword. And I did the character's name was Vaughn. And Vaughn was actually my first lead in an anime series, and it was just a wonderful experience for me, just getting involved in anime. And that series was always gonna, and that character is always gonna hold a special place in my heart, because if you have the DVD, on the 7th DVD, the last DVD of the series, it's 26 episodes, you can actually watch me propose to my wife as a DVD extra. You got it. And what I did is there's a scene where my character gets down on one knee and he's talking to a girl in front of, it just happens to be in front of a church. And so it had gotten to the point where I knew I was going to pop the question. And Liam O'Brien and Julian Beeson, Liam was directing, and I went in and I was like, you know what, fellas? I think I got an idea. And luckily they were very accommodating. They helped me do it, and we kind of redubbed over and dubbed in my marriage proposal to my wife. And the Japanese caught wind of it, and they liked it so much that they asked me if they could include it in the DVD as an extra. And they did, so
you didn't have to wait to buy the DVD to see the proposal?
No, I brought it home. I was like, check this thing out we were recording. Oh my God!
She said yes?
Luckily, she said yes. She had to think about it.
I have a similar answer, but without the proposal part. Dr. Eggman, obviously, best known for Dr. Eggman, 10 years, thank you very much. But the first lead I got in an anime series was Meat from Ultimate Muscle. Meat also had the wonderful additional bonus feature of having the voice that made me laugh. This voice. I love voices that make me laugh. So Meat was not only the first lead role, but also the most hysterical role I've had on the screen to date. And consistently, just recording, I would have to stop and laugh at the sound of my own voice. So, here's Meat.
That's great. Anyone? Anyone? Where?
Okay, two questions. The first one is a small one and it's a little bit cheeky. Is there going to be an opportunity for getting signs for you guys after the book?
I'm going to guess this panel when I'm in fairly soon, so yeah.
Okay, and the second one, out of all the roles that you've done, what is your most favourite and least favourite line that you've done?
There's a larger question that goes with that. Can you remember dialogue?
It's really tough to remember dialogue. If you go in and you read so much, and yeah, it's kind of tough. Let me think.
For example, what did you say for an hour and a half 6 years ago?
As far as, I guess, one that comes to the top of my head would be, the same series that I just mentioned is his tagline was, well, who are you? And it's Vaughn at the Dome. That was always a fun one to say. And there was a really cheeky video game that I did that was only released in the UK and in Japan and Down Under. Disaster Day of Crisis. So yeah, and I did the lead character in that one, Ray. And one of the just cheesiest lines that I had, and I remember because I stuck out. Mary Elizabeth, Mary was directing, and literally we could barely get through the recording because we kept laughing at how cheesy this line was. And I had to say in like the most sincere voice was, when I regain my strength. I'm going to, but it's just the cheesiest line from like a 1970s soap opera, from like the Bionic Man or something. And it's the one line that sticks out. And I don't even think it made the cut into the video game.
I would have not a favorite line, but a favorite moment. I like when in shows like Sonic X, the characters would break the fourth wall and address the camera directly. So at one point during the anime, Dr. Eggman receives a phone call from a viewer, which is impossible on so many levels. And he just answers the phone with a very hearty, hello. Just amused me at the time. And then the least favorite line is the popular and obnoxiously immature internet meme of snooping as usual, which apparently the English part of it sounds like you're saying penis. Boy, that's hysterical if you're above 5 years old. So before I realized that was the point of having me say that, some kids had me say that, and I said it, and I now regret that, and that was a little awkward. My 6-year-old daughter is laughing. That's surprising. That's good.
Yeah.
Before we heard what one of Mike's worst experiences with a fan was, and now I want to hear yours, David.
What my worst experience with a fan was?
Yes.
You know what, I have to say that I've been pretty darn lucky. I'm pretty new to the con scene and the con circuit, so everybody that I've met has pretty much been delightful. There was one in Texas at a con that I was at, and it wasn't necessarily directed towards me. This gal had to be escorted out of the con just because she was really creeping a lot of people out. That was a little bit weird, but again, it wasn't necessarily personally directed towards me. For the most part, honestly, when I go to cons, everybody's so excited to be there and just having a good time that I've just been, I guess, very lucky. You had a super bad experience?
Yeah, I'll summarize the earlier experience. I'm happy to meet people, even if it's not in a con situation, as long as it's in a safe public venue, say a Starbucks. If I'm going to be there and you want to be there and you're in the area, great, let's look up and have a quick chat. So I invited a girl to come and watch me work. I was still doing my day job at the time, so I was between recording sessions. I had an hour or so to go. I was going to bring my laptop and work at Starbucks. So I'll be working at Starbucks, not serving coffee, but actually working at Starbucks. Come and watch. She did, which is fine. We chatted. She said, great, gotta go. I've got a thing up with 4 kids. I got recording more shows. Okay, come on. And you don't work there. I barely work. I'm a contractor. I'm a guest there. You can walk me to the door and see the lobby while I go up in the elevator.